Christian at CYInterview covering Las Vegas and the world. One of the things I love about Las Vegas is the milestones that happen. And back in July, on the 31st of July, Wow the Vegas Spectacular had its 3,000th performance. So imagine that the show's been open since 2017. We've seen it numerous times over the years, and we were just there again on this past Sunday. And here are some of the pictures in this reel you're going to see of us with the cast. Silvia Silvia is in a bunch of these pictures, along with her husband Victor Ponce, and of course show visionary Hanak Rossins in one of them also. But we've had a lot of wonderful times at Wow the Vegas Spectacular over the years. The show takes place at the Rio Hotel and Casino. At this point, it's played to over 2 million guests that have been at this show, and it's one of the great family entertainment experiences in the entertainment capital of the world. So I'm just going to say to you very quickly, if you've never seen Wow the Vegas Spectacular, you absolutely have to go see it. It is a wonderful feel-good show. Has a lot of history in it. Silvia Silvia, who does her bow and arrow routines that are just so amazing. Her husband Victor Ponce does some incredible juggling. There's other great dancing in the show and other unbelievable acrobatic performances. You absolutely have to go and see Wow the Vegas Spectacular. It's well worth seeing at the Rio All Suite Hotel and Casino, which of course is just west of the Las Vegas Strip. I'm Christianic for CYInterview. If you haven't already, please hit the like button below and please hit the subscribe button below to keep up with everything we have going on here at CYInterview in Las Vegas and beyond. And now we're going to bring you one of our past CY interviews with Silvia Silvia.
You're on CYInterview.
I'm Christianic, featured columnist Jay Bilton is with me today on CYInterview. We welcome back one of our past guests for the third time, one of the great entertainers of Las Vegas. If you come to Las Vegas, you must see Wow the Vegas Spectacular to see the performance of our next guest, a crossbow expert, an arbalist, one of the best from America's Got Talent. Overall, Silvia Silvia, thanks so much for being back with us on CYInterview today. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you for having me in your program. I'm so excited to hear from you again in living this strange situation.
Yeah,
but,
I'm always happy to talk to you, Silvia. Silvia, you're one of my. You obviously just if anybody meets this woman, if you get to meet her after the show, she is just such a delight. She will put a smile on your face. She will make you feel things that you've never felt before after seeing her performance, and you will just be wowed. And it is Wow the Vegas Spectacular for a reason, because you are definitely one of the wow factors of that show.
Oh, thank you so much with your words. But I miss so much all of this. What you're just telling me, just saying about meeting the people outside, I miss so much. With this break because of the coronavirus, I feel a little bit like I'm not close to the people. I'm not touching them. I'm not loving them because it's my love. My work is my love, and it's very difficult time. Very difficult.
I would imagine, because you have done so many performances, this must be the longest break you might have had in your entire career, no?
Yes, because when I finished one contract, immediately I had to go and start another contract. We've been here in Las Vegas almost 3 years with the Wow Show in the Hotel Rio, and it's been wonderful, and it's incredible thinking what's happening now. The show stopped, Las Vegas stopped. I never seen nothing like that in my life, and this we are, like everybody say in America, this is a wonderful country. We are all in this together, and I love how your attitude. In America, the attitude of the people is amazing. You see, we are now talking about this, and we are so much alive because we are just hoping to take this over us, and look forward for the future. But it's a long time. I've never been in a time like this. Stop for this almost 3 months. It's amazing. It's incredible because it's not a holiday. It's something strange. It's a hard feeling. You always listen to the news. Always, I'm amazed with the people in first line helping other people. It's a wonderful. I'm learning a lot about this. Believe me.
Yeah, I would say to you, which is the good thing, is that thank God that, your guys' show, everything is mostly on stage. A few things can be revamped. But while the Vegas Spectacular will be back one day in Las Vegas for sure, I want to ask you, what have you been up to? You talked before the interview that you're continuing to practice, obviously, but what have you, spent your time doing otherwise in the spirit?
It's very hard because I have a routine. I go up in the morning, have breakfast, then I buy a machine because I normally go to the gym every day, but because I cannot go to the gym, I buy a machine to do aerobics. There's a machine, you go on top and it's like a bicycle and you do all the exercises on top of that machine. It's a very professional machine. I buy it by internet and they bring it here home. So I've been doing exercise in that machine and I do my normal exercises in the floor. And in the afternoon, because I have a little small garden in my home, I practice little shooting. I cannot do my whole art here because I work with so many crossbows. They're still in the theater in the Hotel Rio.
Sure.
And so I only bring few crossbows. I shoot some targets. I just train a little bit to keep in shape. And my husband, who is the juggler, he practices juggling. And his plates, his fat chef plates,
Yeah, of course.
But it's difficult. It's really difficult because it's a strange situation. We are on holidays, like they say, but we cannot meet our friends. We cannot go out. We just talking in the internet or in line, like telephone with the family. So it's not a very good time to be on holiday. It's hard. It's very hard.
I understand. Yeah. Jay?
Yeah.
Silvia, as I'm hearing you, Chris has always told me how wonderful and nice you are, and I can tell he's 100% right. I was thinking, as I mentioned to you before we started, I'm originally from New York City, and what we say in New York City is that New York is so nice, they named it twice, New York, New York. You're so nice, they named you twice, Silvia Silvia. So I'll start out this way. How did you become interested specifically in crossbow?
I'm always very, my mother said this lady should be a man because I like to do a hard thing. My mother wanted me to practice the trapeze, very sexy, very feminine. She wanted me to do a handstand. And my family, I come from Circus family. And I always was shooting with bow and arrow. And I was very good since I was small. Like 9 years old, I was starting because my family do an act with American Indians, with arrows, with archers. And so I was learning to shoot. And I love it. And then I started doing it with the crossbow after I got married. When I was married at 15 years old. And so I started building this art. I do this crossbow art already like almost 35 years or more. I don't know because I practiced before. But it's one art, no woman do it. So I am very happy to do this art because it's dangerous and it's different. People really are surprised to see a lady shooting because sometimes they come and ask me, who is shooting for you? And I say, it's me. You don't see it on stage. It's me. No, it's not. Nobody's shooting for me. And they are very surprised. It's very beautiful art. It's unique, and I like to do it because of that. My adrenaline goes very high every time I am on stage because I put an apple on my head. And I have to risk my life in front of the audience. And this is the top of my act, But you must come and see us, Jay. You must.
I will absolutely be, and I have certainly seen clips, and I have to tell you, it is so amazing that if I didn't know the truth, I would think it's a magic act. Because when you watch these things, you say, how could somebody really even have the skill and ability to do this? So playing off of that, here's a question for you. In the United States, like many other countries, we have sports that call for aim, sports that call for focus, whether it's crossbow, whether it's bow and arrow, or shooting pistols or rifles, or maybe golf or bowling or hitting in baseball. What are the keys that can help somebody? Because right now a lot of people are home. They're itching to get back to their sport. If somebody is in a sport that calls for a lot of aim, what are some tips you could give to improve aim?
I have so many people come to me after the show to talk about this. They say, I am champion in this and that, but I never seen nobody do what you do. And I say, you know what is the secret? Is practicing. Practicing and be confident. This is one, shooting or doing acts like aiming things. Or I even have I want to make you tell you something very funny. I did my act in Germany for all the European community, and I was working in front of all the ministers, Angela Merkel, even Gorbachev was there, and I was doing my act, and the Minister of Defense in Germany came to me and said, after you finish doing your shows, we want to have you in our military. But anything you do in life, not only shooting, or anything you do in life, if you have your purpose to do it, and you really want to do it, you have the talent, you have to think 100% you are going to be good and practice and practice. Practice makes perfect. And this is one thing I had to do since I was young. Practice, change props, because not only my act or my talent is okay, it's the props. The props have to be in perfect shape. Everything had to be perfect to do a good act. And this is, like I told Chris always, every time I go on the show, I go 3 hours before the show, and I'm the last one to leave, because after the show I have to check everything, nothing changed, nothing broke. So it's perseverance. I don't know if I say it right in English. You have to be very disciplined in whatever you do and really want to do it. In America, you have wonderful people. Children come to me and say, I want to be like you. And I say, well, you just have to practice strong and you will do it. It's amazing.
That is amazing and also very humble of you, because I'm sure a lot of people will practice and practice and practice. They're not going to end up being Silvia Silvia, but I think you're absolutely right that practice does make perfect. You've got me to thinking there is a very, very tremendous, successful professional football franchise that is moving from Oakland, California, the Oakland Raiders. They're coming to Las Vegas, and they're going to become the Las Vegas Raiders, and the city is very much looking forward to that. That is right. Yeah. And the slogan for the Raiders is commitment to excellence. A commitment to excellence. Yes. And I believe part of that commitment to excellence is exactly the practice you're talking about.
Yes. Yeah, in anything you do in your life, anything. But I am so happy the Raiders are coming to Vegas. I'm cheered about it. I am very happy because did you see the stadium they're building here?
Oh yes,
It's incredible. I never seen nothing so beautiful. It's wonderful. You only walk outside and see it. What this is America.
Well, you know, who knows? Maybe one day during a halftime show, maybe during a Super Bowl halftime show,
yes,
there will be Silvia Silvia and the Crossbows, because this is for people who haven't seen you. It is an act that will just leave people speechless. Like I said, you're so good it doesn't even seem possible, because you're like, how could anybody do that? Let me ask you, you talk about practice. When you were growing up, you said you started shooting at 9. How many hours a day, when you decided this is it, I'm going to become the world's greatest crossbow master, how many hours a day were you putting in training?
Well, when you were born in Circus family, the first thing they want you to do is to study. You had to go to school. So they always put me in boarding school because my family were traveling. So every time I had the 3 months holidays for the end of the year, I practiced very hard to show my mom my life is the circus, not we go to school. So I practiced very hard in that time, but that was the time I practiced only during holidays. But until I don't finish my school, they don't allow me to really practice every day, like all year. But it was so hard practice, then it was so much intense. Then my mother see me, so after I finished, they buy me things. It's not only crossbow. I did many acts in the circus. I worked the high wire, I balancing act, I did many other acts, but I stay always with the shooting because it was most a unique act. And it was good. I keep like that because when I married with my husband, I was doing a walking in the high wire. And it was a big prop also, but then my husband said, but if you shoot so good, why we don't build this with the crossbows? And we started my act very slowly. And since then, we're doing the crossbow act. But the crossbow act is one act I can do, like you say, in the football game or wherever, because it's different. It's not easy to see a lady shooting with crossbows, you know.
I've never seen anyone do anything even close to what you do, lady, man. I've never seen anything like that. Tell me, and by the way, you know, you mentioned kind of the early influence. Hey, become a trapeze artist and all. You look though as if you were a high wire person or are an acrobat. Is that genetics from the family? Is that because of your physical training? Because you look like an acrobat or a trapeze artist.
Yes, it's true. You know, when you are from family circus, because now this is losing a lot, because now the circus come from schools, from like all artists from Circus Soleil, they are from different places. We born in family. We grow up in family circus, so it's in our blood. When I go on stage, I feel like maybe I'm an artist, a flying trapeze or whatever, but in this moment I'm doing the crossbow act, and I feel like this is the moment I go on stage, I said, this is my moment. I feel I want to transmit everybody how happy I am doing that act. And it's amazing to have that in your blood, you know. It's in blood. It's in your blood.
This is part of you. This is part of you. This is who you are. This is in your DNA. Tell me, for everybody who's listening, where are you from originally, and what was it like growing up there?
I have double nationality. I born in Colombia, in Cali, Colombia. Then my grandparents come from France. They were diplomats. The grandparents they immigrants to Colombia. And then my grandfather ended up marrying my grandmother in Colombia, and then my mother born in Colombia. I born in Colombia, but I live almost all my life in Spain. So I have double nationality, Colombian and Spanish nationality. I feel more Spanish because I've been more years in Spain. Even when I go to Colombia to visit some part of my family, I feel strange. They think I don't even speak like Colombian. They say, you are Spanish. But I have double nationality. I have two children, one born in Argentina and the other son born in Florida, in Tampa. And I have 6 grandchildren. 6.
My goodness.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, you don't look like you could be a grandma. Like I said, you look like somebody who is a young trapeze artist. That's some amazing combination of genetics and your exercise routine and all. By the way, to keep in shape, you have to be very careful with what you eat, because Las Vegas is a place that's got some of the greatest restaurants on earth and a lot of temptations to enjoy ourselves. How do you deal with that?
You know, I'm very lucky. I eat anything. The only thing I don't like to eat very much is before go to bed. My big meal is at lunchtime. Then in the afternoon, just a light meal. But I can eat cakes. I can eat bagels. I love to go to eat in restaurants, and I try all the restaurants here. I love them. The food is amazing. You find here in Vegas food you don't find anywhere in the world.
100%.
Yes.
And by the way, the hotel where Wow the Vegas Spectacular, the Rio All Suites Hotel and Casino, is an incredible property. And,
yes,
you know,
yes,
there's just so much temptation all around. But my hat's off to you. And by the way, there you are. You got something to work out on at home, and both you and your husband are training. So it's really amazing. I hope we can have you back again, and I look forward once Las Vegas gets back open and pumping full on again. I can't wait to come see your show, and I just wanted to say you're a true credit, an amazing performer, and a credit to Las Vegas, and you're part of what makes Las Vegas the entertainment capital of the world, Silvia Silvia.
Oh, Jay, thank you very much. I'm looking forward to meet you here in Vegas, and we meet, and then we go to a very beautiful restaurant with Chris. Okay?
That'll be very nice. Very nice meeting you, Chris.
Silvia, very quickly for you, when things get back to normal, what will it be like for you to go back to performance after having some time off?
Oh, I'm going to feel like I'm born again. Believe me, that's the word. I want to feel, you know, since I've been in a break like this, I already did 4 new costumes because I love to do my costumes.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, I did 4 new costumes. I am dying to put them and show to the audience my new costumes, and I think it's going to be strange because everybody's waiting to see when we open again how it's going to be.
Yeah.
Because it's I don't know. I was thinking with my husband. I remember after the show I go and greet the people. I hope we will be allowed to do that because I feel so close to them.
Yeah.
But it's going to be like I tell you, born again. It's like yeah. Did you, Chris? You seen Las Vegas? Everybody's trying to prepare everything to get it ready for the new opening.
No,
everybody.
I know. I'm here. I'm here. Well, I think I've told you, but again, I live literally like less than a mile from the Rio and can see the Rio from my kitchen window. So every time I look at the Rio sign, I think about you and the other performers.
Oh, so sweet, so sweet.
Well, it's true. It's true. I literally am your neighbor every night, so it's like. So for crossbow expert and arbalist Silvia Silvia of Wow the Vegas Spectacular, featured columnist Jay Bilstein, and CYInterview, I'm Christianic. Silvia, thanks so much for being on CYInterview today, and hang on with us.